Hey guys, Czar here checking in with you. Hope all is well. It's almost 11:30 a.m. It's 8:28, and so London closes in 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and I want to show you something. London closes in 2 minutes, and here we are, having made our way back. This is the Dow, by the way, 1 minute chart Vwap, having made its way back to the volume-weighted average price for the close of the session. And that's something that we see fairly often here as the disequilibrium is rebalanced at or near the volume-weighted average price of all transactions that occurred in the futures session that began last night at 6 p.m. New York time, all the way through Asia overnight, London considered overnight here, even though I'm awake for all of it. I was awake right here, and up trading, or at least watching the markets. And then 9:30 a.m. New York time here, of course, is the New York Open. And this is something we see, and now we're looking for a potential short. And I'll explain why. Watching closely now. Watching closely. Here we go. Right here, guys. Right here. Shorting at the market right now. Shorting at the market. Bear with me for one moment. Now. Okay, short. At the market right there. I got a little bit lower than what you see there. It's not the greatest entry price, but I will take it. Stop is 34 points. My target is about 55 points. I'll explain the trade to you in a moment. And London is now closed as of 10 or 11 seconds ago. London is closed. Frankfurt, Germany is closed as well. Closed at 11 a.m., which is right here. Closed on this candle. All of Germany. And now basically the entire Europe market is no longer playing. There are, of course, some global players that will play with the futures market and so on and so forth. But for the most part, the big part of the market is gone. And it's just North America, basically just North America, still in this game, and they're about to go for lunch, right? 11:34 a.m. So things get a little bit wonky. I normally go for a 5-kilometer walk here, or go to the gym, or spend time with people I love. But today's a little different. Today's a very funny market, and I'm going to show you what I mean. This is the sisters. I sent this to my group to show them as well what I've done here. So the three sisters are, this is 1 minute, by the way, 1 minute charts, is the NASDAQ on the left, the S&P in the middle, and the Dow on the right. 3 U.S. indices, the Dow being 30 industrial stocks, S&P is the 500 large cap stocks, and the 100 NASDAQ is the tech-heavy index. And it's not just tech names, by the way, but you get the idea. And what this is telling us is that there is no consensus amongst the market players. How do I know? Well, what I've done here is aligned the New York Open, which is the yellow line, light yellow line, New York, and the London Open earlier this morning at 3 a.m., this market open, New York time. And you'll see that the NASDAQ is trading above both the New York and the London Open. The S&P is trading less so above the New York and London Open. And the Dow is trading below both of them. And I've just shorted the Dow. Why would I do that? I'm doing that because this is the weakest horse in the race. These feel overextended to me from a structural standpoint. You see that there? Call this a near double top, pretty close to it on the 1 minute chart. And then rounding over. Something very similar happening here on the S&P. You see it there? Let's move that back in alignment there so we can keep the perspective. And then the Dow doing something similar but on a different structural plane, right? I'm going to short the weakest horse, beginning to show signs of change of structure here, but also having met Vwap and sort of rejecting from Vwap. I say sort of because we don't know yet if this is a full-blown rejection. We will only know this after the fact, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a structural marker here. It's my first trade of the day on the indices, by the way. But very strange open, and I didn't want to touch that open. I know that some other traders, including my friend Tom, who many of you know, Really struggled today, and for good reason, as it was a messy market, and I didn't want to have any part of it until I saw things begin to shape up with an idea behind it. And this is what you see here. Ultimate peak high here on the micro scale call it at Vwap's close enough, and then a lower high rejection wick, and then a lower high so far. This could absolutely blow through to the upside. Wouldn't surprise me for a moment if it did. But for now, series of lower lows and lower highs. For now, this breaks down. I'm looking for this thing to take me all the way back down to 1.5 standard deviations from volume weighted average price, even though it's the twilight zone, right? Coming into the lunch hour now. My trade market disappeared because the trading view has been doing that lately. It'll pop back on here. There it is. And it just seems to refresh itself every now and then. And I know that a few other people are having the same issues. Here we go, guys. Breaking down a little bit here to see if this thing is going to continue. We'll watch this together. Alright, watching. Just letting my group know what's going on here. All right, trying to drive down here a little bit, guys. We're going to watch this. All right, nice move, guys, coming down here. First trade of the day, and I'm glad I waited for something to structurally set up here. I'm going to bring you back to the main trading screen, and this is a 15-minute chart, guys. 15-minute chart. You'll see we did bounce off to the support zone, which then drove us up to Vwap. Vwap is right in here, right? Just right here is a volume-weighted average price of everything that happened from here. You can even see if I put it on. I don't have it on this chart. That's fine. But it's right there, obviously, where the prices rallied to, and then where we entered here, where this move back down. I'm not even asking for it to come all the way back down to here in this trade. I'm only asking to go, see that line right there? That's where I'm asking it to go. How do I know? Let me show you. On the other screen, this is my target. Target is 743, right? 743. Go back to here. Where's 743? Right there. So I'm going to get to the bottom of these two bodies right here. All right. Oh, what happened there? Oops, right there. 743, let me just show you that again. 743 is right there. These two little bodies, these white bodies is what I'm trying to get to. I think I clicked the wrong button there and gave you a blank screen there for a moment. Just apologize for that, guys. All right, now we're watching back on Vwap again. Now we've broken structure. You see how this idea is working out? It's got a sound intellectual framework, right? We have the confluence of factors. The confluence being, well, rallying into Vwap at the London close, precisely at the London close, which is right here, right? So this whole zone, London close zone. And then the idea of the sisters grid, remember this? How this is the weakest horse in the race. These have already overextended, rallied, as did the Dow, and then rounding over and breaking structure on the NASDAQ, rounding over, breaking structure on the S&P, and then our bet is this one's going to follow, being the weakest horse, right? So that's the one I'm shorting. Main trading screen, and then back to Vwap. This is the way I encourage you to try to think about, this day trading or scalping in these markets is to rarely do I trade the actual open of the session, the first 10 minutes. I've done it fairly successfully in the past, but it can be very hit and miss, especially in this environment. I mean, for the last 4 or 5 months, the market opens have been very whippy and sloppy and messy and sleepy and snoozy and sleazy. So we've got just about all the 7 dwarves. I think I might have only mentioned 6, but there's sleepy and whippy and choppy and sloppy and messy and sneezy, right? He's got to be in there. And that's the way the market's been on the open. Sloppy, messy, choppy, and sneezy, and whippy, right? And Whippy, of course, is also the cat, our pet cat, who's very cute. She's adorable on our channel. And if you want to get to know Whippy, you need to join our group and come and see what Whippy's all about. But she's really cute and a big hit with our group here at Telegram. Free group, guys. I don't charge for anything. Although I'm sometimes tempted just to eliminate some of those who kind of show up and just take and don't really participate. The reality is I don't mind people joining the group and just learning. In silence, it's not a problem for me at all. And our group, honestly, our group is amazing. I've never had to ban any legitimate group members. I've had a couple of spammers come into the group and try to sell a product or whatever, and they get banned. But the group we have, the core group in Telegram, is really amazing. We've crossed 300 members now. And if you love to learn and have a hunger to become a better trader, a profitable trader, and to master the mental game, then you're welcome in our group. The links are in the description, I believe, still. All right, guys, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put you on pause here. It's getting awfully grindy here, and I don't want to have you sit through all that. I'll bring you back. Or we might hit the target all of a sudden, and I'll bring you back. I'll try to bring you back in time for the hit. We could also hit, stop loss very, very quickly. But for now, pause. Here we go. All right, guys, we're back here. It's starting to drive down a little bit here. Hopefully we can make this thing happen. Looking for 55 points. It's a sizable trade based on that trade idea that we talked about. Hopefully it made sense to you. See it there? Looking for another push here, guys. A really good push. Here we go. Oops, getting rejected there. Get some fairly clean traffic here, so I'm optimistic, which doesn't really account for much in trading, but it's nice to know that you've seen this before and you can expect it to have a reasonable chance of playing out, and that's all we're dealing with here. Clean that up a little bit. Take you back to the main trading screen. You can see now we started a new candle here in the 15-minute. So now I'm looking for this to push down. Here we go. Watching. Need that one more push, guys, for 55 points. One more push. Almost there. Almost there. All right, I'm not going to, during Twilight Zone, I'm not going to be a dick for a tick. I'm moving my target to 50 points. Let's see if we can get this to come back. Don't mean to be rude by saying "dick for a tick." It's an old phrase, came from Merrill Lynch and a lot of the big players in the world of trading. Would say, guys, like if you're close enough, take it, and I do believe in that. You will also see me speak out of the other side of my mouth and say, stick with your targets. There's a time and a place for everything, and we're in the twilight zone now. And so looking to take this thing right now, if we can, at 50 points. We're right there. Come on, one push. I know we can get this one, guys. There it is. I'm going to wait till it blasts through, but I got that on mine. 50 points. Let me just double. Yeah. And I'm going to wait for this to actually blow through just for your sake. When I get a blow through, but anyway, wait to 50 points. I'll pause you for that so you don't have to sit through it. Waiting for it. I think it's only fair that we blow right through that thing, right? As annoying as that is. And we're done. Thanks, guys. Thanks for your patience, and thanks for joining me. Appreciate the support. If you like what we do, what I'm doing here, and what we're doing here at Zerillion, please click the like button. I don't normally ask for that, but I really think I should. It's been recommended to me that sometimes people want to support and they want to click the like button. They just don't remember to do it, and just need a little reminder. So if you do like what we're doing, if you want to see more of this type of thing, click that like button. Appreciate it. Click subscribe too if you're not subscribed, and we will keep doing more of this for you. Have an amazing day, guys. Thanks again. Take care.